So I'm sure you've heard the saying, birds of a feather flock together, eagles soar alone, right? Let me tell you a story about the eagle and the crow. So once upon a time, it was this eagle, just got finished eating. He flying, minding his business, right? He flies past a pack of crows, a flock of crows. One of the crows took it upon himself to be like, yo, who he think he is, flying with his chest all high, thinking he's somebody. Watch me knock him off his pedestal. The crow, with all this audacity, because mind you, an eagle is an apex predator. That means he eat anything he want. When he hungry, he can eat the crow if he wanted to. But the audacity of the crow to think that he can pluck and mess with the eagle. So he done told the homies that he about to humble the eagle. So he pecking and poking at the eagle neck, riding the eagle's back, while the eagle just still minding his business. And onlookers is wondering like, yo, why is the eagle allowing the crow to rock like that? Why don't he hit him with one of his talons and slice him or do something, right? Eagle don't even be bothered. The eagle just minding his business, right? So now the crow, he getting cocky with it. He looking back at his gang like, I told you, like, yeah, I'm sunning the eagle. I'm putting him in his place. How dare him come around our territory thinking he can't get plucked, right? So at this point, now the eagle was like, all right, let me demonstrate something. By everybody's surprise that's on looking, the eagle just starts ascending. And he starts accelerating and ascending. And now that crow starts to realize that it can't breathe at these heights, at this altitude. And what happens is that crow that was talking all that rah-rah can't go where the eagle can go. And he had to fall off his back because he can't breathe up there. You know what I'm saying? Because if he kept staying on his back, he probably would have died. Because the air is too thin for the crow to breathe. But for the eagle, it's just his atmosphere. He stays on high. You see what I'm saying? So the crow winds up having to go back to his flock. And he learned a lesson that day that the eagle is still the apex predator. And he lucky he just ain't get his ass ate that day. You see what I'm saying? But there's a lesson and a message in that parable. The reason why I wanted to share it with the family is because you got a flock of crows in your cipher, and you the eagle. See, I always knew I was an eagle. I was always a loner, a lone wolf type of nigga, a one-man army, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up, I think all of us, if you grew up in the hood, you kind of grew up in that gang phase. But then I learned early that it's about family, it's about principles, it's about integrity. It's a lot of things that, and when you're in the street life, you can't really be an integral and a moral, upstanding dude by living in the streets. You got to get dirty. You know what I'm saying? So you got to realize that once you start trying to get clean, that's you trying to become an eagle. You know what I mean? When you're trying to walk the righteous path, not everybody is going to like that path. Those are the crows. You see what I'm saying? And the crows, they usually come person, place, or thing, negative naysayers, the non-believers, the people that got the most to say but never support you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll go out of their way to go support a stranger, but in their own family, they act like you ain't even doing nothing that's worth talking about, right? The crows is the ones that's gossiping behind your back, stabbing you in the back, talking shit on your name, as if you never was an inspiration and a helping hand to them in life, right? So it's just a lot of backbiting that the crow symbolizes in that parable. It's a lot of crows in your life. And what I'm trying to show you is, when you an eagle, you ain't even gotta fight back. As the example showed, the eagle, all he did was just turn upward, accelerated and ascended on some Maya Angelou, Still I Rise shit. You feel me? And the bottom line is this: the crow can't go where the eagle go, but the eagle can go everywhere it want to go. That's the difference. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of these crows, as far as humans go, that are the crows, some of them don't realize you an eagle and they can't go where you go. You see what I'm saying? And even though y'all might come from the same environments, when you're an eagle, you move different. You have higher standards for yourself. You have self-respect. You have self-inventory, self-accountability. Shit you should be getting gold medals for. You got stripes with those and scars that came with those stripes. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot that goes into being the eagle, because a lot of people want to claim that, but really ain't that. You know what I'm saying? So usually when you see the birds of a feather flocking together, those be the ones who it take at least 10 of them to make one eagle, pretty much. It's almost equivalent to the lion and hyenas. And mind you, the lion is the king of the jungle, but he still got hyenas to deal with. You see what I'm saying? That he has to let them know, I'm still a king of the jungle, my nigga. And the same thing with the eagle and the crows. The eagle, in this case, has almost like a divine intelligence, an eagle's intuition that just knows that I exist on levels that these birds just can't go. So it's almost like a pity. Like I'm just flying low just to be flying low. But you can't never go to the heights that I fly to. You see what I'm saying? And the audacity of the crow. This is why when you listening to parables, it's not for you to point at the crow and say the crows are evil and shame on the crows, they need to go to hell. Nah, in real life, I actually like the crow, the birds, the crows. They're actually intelligent creatures. You know what I'm saying? They got each other's back. Like, they really, when you really get into the depth of the storyline, you'll see why the crows behave the way they do. So they have their own reason, but for the story, I'm just letting the eagles know that you are the true star steppers, and you're gonna have crows that's gonna try to humble you or even try to humiliate you for their flock, so they can say, yeah, I made an eagle bow down to me for bragging rights. And guess what? The Most High does not want you to be going back and forth with the crows, because then you a crow now. What the Most High wants you to do is do exactly what the eagles do. Keep ascending, keep rising, keep shining, keep flying almost to the sun. See, they can't do that. You see what I'm saying? And that's essentially what they're mad at you about too. You know what I mean? As far as the humans, that's crows. We call them the flying monkeys, monitoring spirits, those people that want to destiny swap with you. Like, you'll be surprised the things that they talk about in the dark and behind your back that they would never say to your face, because they know that you're the real apex predator. Like, and they know this instinctually. They know this. That's why they gotta do it in packs. That's why they gotta have people that have their back when they try to come for you. You see what I'm saying? So the message is clear. Anytime I think about this parable too, I always imagine the bald eagle, the American eagle, the one with the white head, because I'm a child of a Batala, so for some reason that always stands out to me. But for some reason, when I think of that parable, I think of the bald eagle, the one with the white head. You know what I'm saying? Because he represents divine intelligence and purity of thought. You see what I'm saying? So, one thing I want to say to my star steppers: observe the birds. They are the angels. They communicate. That's why I say I don't even vilify the crow. It's just to teach you something through the parable. Because all birds bring messages. You see what I'm saying? So as a star stepper, as a divine being, as a chosen one, we communicate with the birds. The birds communicate with us. So it don't matter what bird that you see on your day-to-day grind, it's communicating to you. So if you see a cardinal, if you see a blue jay, all of them have symbolic implications. and they mean something, and it could be an ancestor or them just the Most High trying to send you a message, and it's up to you to be able to decipher it and understand what's being portrayed. You know what I'm saying? So listen to the birds, pay attention to the birds. That's why we had deities like Heru and other animals to show you how animals have divine intelligence. They still have intuition, which humans are losing because of their programming. So in essence, animals are smarter than us in that aspect, in the terms of intuition and following that gut instinct. When it comes to instincts will save your life. When you get that feeling in your gut, listen to it. You feel me? I don't give a fuck what they talking about. You listen to the Most High, and that feeling that he puts in your gut or she puts in your gut, you listen to that. Because I'm telling you, that's your divine intelligence. You really have three minds. You got this one, you got your stomach, and then you got the one between your legs. You see what I'm saying? And the whole thing is to make sure to get all of that in alignment. You know what I mean? And work in unison for your greater good. But just back to the eagle. Keep flying high. When they go low and try to pluck at your neck and ride your coattail, all you have to do is ascend and accelerate and keep on your path. You feel me? I always equate it to this. If it's somebody that's trying to be a baller blocker, a pocket watcher, and they trying to roadblock your destiny, I look at it like this. What's a road into a Mack truck? Roadkill. That's it. That's all they proving. It's like, so if as an eagle you want me to demonstrate what makes me an eagle, cool, I'm all for it. I love to demonstrate. So yeah, salute to the eagles. Y'all the star steppers for real. Cause everybody can't go where you going. Everybody can't say they've been where you've been. You see what I'm saying? Cause they ain't built like that. They're not cut from that cloth. And that's okay. And that's why they say it's lonely at the top. You know what I'm saying? Because most people, they ain't even willing to put in the work for it. They just want the bragging rights. They just want to show their gang or their flock of crows that, yeah, I danced with an eagle one time and I got the best of them. When really the eagle was just like, the eagle actually spared you. Like, you gotta know, you're dealing with a majestic bird. Something that you can't fathom its sight, its vision, and why it's an apex predator. It's a reason for that. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of the times it's hidden in plain sight when it comes to these jokers who think they're gonna be crows in your life. Like I said, the monitoring spirits, those that want to destiny swap with you, those that want to speak ill on your name and gossip behind your back like a Judas, right? And then try to play in your face like as if you don't know. Like I said, as an eagle, we see all of that. And just because we might ignore it, that just because we ain't petty, like we ain't really the type that worry about what petty people do. You see what I'm saying? So all we do is Maya Angelou, still I rise. That's all we do. Salute to the star steppers, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.